The man in the bed opened his eyes slowly. He stared at the ceiling for about 2 minutes. The ceiling was white. There was a small crack near the corner, but he had seen it many times before. He sat up. His feet touched the floor. The floor was cool. He moved his toes once, then twice. Then he stood up. He walked to the bathroom. He turned on the tap. Water came out. It was neither too hot nor too cold. He let it run for 15 seconds while he looked at his toothbrush. The toothbrush was blue. The bristles were a little bent, but still usable. He put toothpaste on the brush. The toothpaste was white. He brushed his teeth for 2 minutes, up and down, left and right, front and back. He spit. He rinsed. He looked in the mirror for 10 seconds. His hair was messy, but he did not comb it yet. He walked back to the bedroom. He opened the wardrobe. Inside there were shirts, trousers, and socks. He chose a gray shirt and black trousers. The shirt had been washed 3 days ago. It still smelled faintly of detergent. He put on the clothes slowly, one arm, then the other arm, then the trousers. He fastened the belt. The belt was brown and a little worn at the buckle. He went downstairs. The stairs creaked on the 3rd and 7th step. He had noticed this for years. In the kitchen, he filled the kettle with water. The kettle was old. There were some lime deposits inside, but it still worked. He switched it on. The water began to heat. While waiting, he opened the fridge. There was milk, butter, 2 eggs, and some leftover rice from Tuesday. He took out the milk and closed the door. The kettle clicked off after 4 minutes and 20 seconds. He poured the hot water into a cup. He added 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. He stirred 5 times clockwise, then 3 times anti-clockwise. He added milk until the color looked right. Not too dark, not too light. He carried the cup to the small table by the window. He sat down. Outside, the sky was gray. A few birds flew past. A car drove by slowly on the street. Another car followed after 30 seconds. He drank the coffee sip by sip. Each sip took about 8 seconds. He finished the cup in 12 minutes. After that, he washed the cup. He used a sponge and dish soap. He rinsed it under running water. He wiped it with a cloth. The cloth was slightly damp. He went back upstairs. He brushed his hair with a comb. 10 strokes on the left side, 10 on the right, 5 at the back. He put on his shoes. The shoes were black. The laces were tied in double knots. He took his keys, his wallet, and his phone. The phone battery was at 78%. He did not charge it. He opened the front door. Outside air came in. It was neither warm nor cold, just ordinary air. He stepped outside. He closed the door behind him. He locked it. Once, twice to make sure. Then he started walking toward the bus stop. The sidewalk was the same as always. A few leaves were on the ground. He stepped over them carefully. He reached the bus stop after 11 minutes. The bus arrived 7 minutes later. He got on. He sat near the window on the left side. The seat was plastic and slightly sticky. The bus moved. It stopped at the next stop. Someone got on. Someone got off. This continued for 42 minutes. When he reached his office, he got off the bus. He walked through the gate. He showed his ID card to the guard. The guard nodded. He took the elevator to the 4th floor. The elevator played soft music. The music had no words. He entered his room. His desk was the same. There were papers, a computer, a pen, a notebook. He sat down. He turned on the computer. It took 1 minute and 18 seconds to start. He opened his email. There were 7 new messages. None of them were urgent. He read them one by one. He replied to 3. Short replies. Thank you.